trust, love, surrender and allowance. With every new phase of expanded awareness, integration, and understanding of who you truly are and what you swim within, we allow ourselves to tap into the infinite potentials of experience through these key behaviors of an ascending human. Unveiling the next layer of integration for the mastery of human lessons that many are embarking upon within these final phases, may prove to not only be the most incredible in its treasures that await for us, but also the triumphs as we shed eons of weighted separation and fear. As we have discussed in our teleclasses and radio shows, that trust is a word specific to humanity and these earthly incarnations. Due to the vast array of polarity and duality within our reality frequency, we have come to know the displacement of divine love for the self, to feel as if we are out of sync with the universal flow. As we explore such duality, we allow ourselves to forget all that we are, so that we can reawaken to our power and potentials to realign with the natural flow of God's will and limitless universal offerings. We have been innately gifted with all that we need to be one with Source, with creation, and all that we swim within. When we are birthed into this reality, we are all born in a state of purity and illumination. We are all encoded with Source light, the God spark, and we innately emit love and our understanding of what trust is. These are simply innate states of being as we enter into this incarnational journey. It is through the daily experiences, the teachings, the social upbringing, that we learn limitation, and we are taught conditionings of lack of trust as the human ventures to understand what one sees in our surrounding world, and what we feel to be true within. For even a child knows when something doesn't fit, or feel right, and it is this innate intuitive encoding that every living being has been gifted and is the compass of our own evolution. When our logical interpretation of what is innately known within, screams and shouts at us because it is at odds with what we are shown in our reality, is the crucible of our awakening and thus, we begin the path of seeking within. To step forth upon the lifelong process of overcoming what we are continually being presented by our social systems, and move with integrity and knowingness in an entirely new way because we know the inner pull for balance, truth, fairness, harmony, peace, and love aches for liberation. We choose to create for ourselves a path that is a sensation of unseen and unproven elements. It is the miraculous energetic unfoldings, it is the magical innate link to Source that can produce any gift within creation. This inner knowingness to explore all that remains hidden is the intrigue of this earthly reality, for it allows us to evolve in such a way that simply cannot be offered upon any other realm. We alter our state of being as we move through this self-awareness exploration, and it is a process that this earthly ascension has gifted to us so that we may remember to love, to trust, to be that inner pulse of God's spark light, the intelligence of such pure and divinely love that we choose to walk a new path of potential. To explore duality in the way that has allowed us to be the master creator and seeking the divine love that has always been within. As we unveil grander aspects of light, of love, of more of who we are, we sense that there is an infinite pool of expansiveness that continues to taunt and gift us the more we seek within. Unveiling new layers of love, of light, and promise that was always resided within, has been the magical unveiling for humanity that turns off the blinders and allows us to walk in peace and communion with all life for the first time in our modern history. From the very earliest aspects of human life, we are taught, shown, and told to trust what we see, and even now, children are not taught about the innate senses and intuitive blessings that somehow seem to guide and direct every natural element and life form on our planet, but seemingly as being human, we have no such gifts. As an ascending collective, we are all now aware about the intuitive skills, innate threading between all that we are and all that exists within our universe and Source, so that we can create the path that expands into territories that nourish self-knowing and self-love, and thus trusting in all that we are, is no longer an issue. The process of ascension and moving deeper within all that you are, or the moment-for-moment path work that reveals to you all that you are, will unfold the layers of mistruths, inaccuracies, and limitations that we have held on to for various reasons. Ascension is exploratory for this very reason. As we unveil more of who we are able to discern with greater self-clarity, with greater certainty about what truly resonates within the heart of all that we are. As we move with greater self-love, self-clarity, and knowingness, we can then choose to let go of what no longer resonates. We can sense, feel, and know what feels right, and what is flowing in the alignment with love and limitless potential. We can sense what is soaked in love, and what is soaked in fear and illusion. These are skills and knowings that we can now teach our children to hone and practice. We were never taught in our social systems or within the home, to trust in all that we are, or that we are the master creator of this reality experience. Unconditional love and trust go hand in hand. If you truly love thyself, and if you truly love all that you are embedded within, regardless of what may be temporarily shown to you in your reality, then you will have no reason to not trust anyone or anything that unfolds before you. Trust equals love. As we have ruminated throughout these articles and books, humanity is being prepared in every way to live within the cosmic and galactic family frequency and resonance to which we are stepping up into. The resonance is one of light, promise, love, and with these pure frequencies, we must meet and match it with all that we are. This is the illumination to which our bodies, our etheric field, our multidimensional systems are being honed so that we walk this earthly life in the original seed gifted by God. We have moved through the ascension initiations, the phases, the myriad of Akashic soul healings over many years, so that we can release the limitations that have held us in a deep state of mistrust. As we relinquish the layers of illusion, the layers of fear, we sense that there is a glow, a sensation of presence, and the illumination of the God seed coming to life in profound ways. Self-knowing shows itself in all that we do, self-love begins to shape our daily life, and new enlightened practices of compassion and understanding unfold. As we walk as the example of all that we have mastered, just as all other masters had so before us, we begin to move with a fluid-like elegance that is the dance with creation. Universal systems and all within creation is supported in every way when we expand our perception to match what the rest of creation knows to be true about who we are. We are moving in sync with the flow of love, we dance and sway with the lightness of the angelics, and we sing to the tunes that innately spirals within so that it may know and entangle with all other cosmic notes of potential. We are embedded within a universe that supports expansiveness, exploration, evolution, and love in every way. When you have moved through the various phases of your self-actualization, self-unfolding, you are inspired to detach from all that you have known to be true. One of the final tests of releasing your holds on density and limitation is the evolution into that of detachment and surrender. For you have worked through the release of limitation in all arenas of your life, you have surrendered into the richness of self-love, self-honor, self-respect, and you have explored and honed your ability to be sacred with thyself and with Gaia. All of these phases of development are the preparations for what awaits you, dear lighted ones, and every phase, every renewal or rebirth of life is essential for you to gain the wisdom, the strength of will, and the love for what will be shown to you as you expand into your cosmic and galactic human life. Surrender and acceptance. Surrender is the sensation that you are able to drop into all that you know to be true, with unwavering trust, or as I have returned, knowingness, into the state to which you designed for yourself. In every moment, you have the free will to act and behave in a manner of divine love, or not. This moment-for-moment choice allows you to hone your ability to know who you are. The more you know about all that you are, how truly infinite, eternal, expansive, loved, and how utterly supported you are, you can relax, let go, and surrender into the fuller version, the soul embodiment that awaits you. This fuller, more expanded version of you is lighter and accelerated, because it feeds off the divine elements of Source and all that is the core fuel and creator that is our universe. It is a frequency of such love, pure and rich love, that as you soak within it, surrender and sink within it, all the control and limitation that held you from its nectar disappears, and you are sent dancing with creation in new and liberated ways. Surrender is the ultimate test of self-love and trust in all that Source is, in all that you are, For remember, you are made to emulate the frequency and potential of God's spark, so you are as infinite, as powerful, as pristine and illuminated as you desire. Releasing limitation, greed, fear, and all that you have moved through will allow you to detach from the personal material-driven behaviors that have inspired the ego personality persona. You can choose to surrender, you can choose to be love, you can choose to create divine will and call in your teams, your spirit guides, for the healings required that can shift you into a state of readiness to surrender and fall into the loving belly of Source. How you surrender is up to you. For we all carry a unique process to which we can surrender, and it can be done as easily as using your divine will and intent. Some of us create intention with ritual that includes sound or color, an invocation, and then perform such rituals of communion on the powerful energy gateways like equinoxes, or the full/new moons. Whatever your inner pull and excitement guides you to do, create a surrender event that is meaningful and profound for you and your own unique link with Source, for it sets the stage for what unfolds next as you prepare the path for a limitless experience. The act of surrendering is letting go, and you will always be supported and loved in this process, for it is the resonance of trusting in all that you are, as Source and creation emits to you. This is the initiation into an ultimate state of self-love, self-knowing, and therefore you release all that you know about what we have been taught and shown so that you are able to rise up and create a new paradigm that will equal this level of trust, knowingness, and self-love. For there is only love, and if there is love, there is always this pure state of knowing that you are loved, supported, and guided in every way. You will then allow yourself to bloom and emerge as a loving, trusting, and evolved being of light that swims in sync with the waves of creation. This is the new cosmic potential and a universal truth for humanity's evolution. Just as love and trust are equal, so too is surrender and acceptance. As you surrender and accept your inner brilliance and swim within all other light brilliance, you then receive the gifts offered under this new expansive creation umbrella. For as you surrender into the all-knowingness state of being, you open the potentials of expanded quantum explorations which then offer up new arenas for you to receive. Receiving is your acknowledgement to creation, your invocation to Source that you are divinely worthy in every way to receive the richness of its offerings. You have moved through the phases of expanded learning that has taught you to love thyself, to heal, to trust, and to surrender into all that you are, and thus, you are ready to receive the blessings to which you have traversed such a path of experiential mastery. This is why this earthly experience is an incredible divine process of constant becoming. You are forever evolving, forever altering your state of becoming, and it is always moving, always in motion, and as the elegant dance that is creation, we move within the quantum elegance in full honor and love for what we become in every new breath, and in every new moment. As you love thyself in all ways, you resonate in an expanded way that can be described as all-knowing, or I am that I am. This is the universal presence to which we are able to expand into the cosmic canvas, for we have moved through the preparatory phases of the singular I am presence. For I am all that I am, and it is inclusive of all life, all forms, all choices, and I am aware with my divine sovereignty and light to choose my unique path that carves knowingness, peace, love, and surrender into all that Source offers, for the greater good of the all. Welcome, dear lighted ones, for this is your mastery course of being an illuminated galactic human, and the music is about to begin. Step up into the dance of a lifetime. Allow your inner light, your inner brilliance, and your creative expression to come forth, for it is the song you promised creation that you would sing. 2016 holds profound elements and ignition for tremendous potential for all of humanity to rise up and swim within the limitless love, and the universal light that has always been offered. Our unconditional love and embrace for your lighted path and unique expression to unfold, for it is always within for you to reveal and unleash. In love and light. Joanna L. Ross. Sedona First Contact Universal Unity Event. We are so excited to bring our First Contact learning event to a pristine vortex and hub for lightship engagement. We will be creating a lovely two-seating event for those inspired by high-frequency discussions, meditation alignments, and ascension dialogue about human potential and the pathway for open conscious contact. Join us for this loving and heart-awakening event. Link below. Sedona Universal Unity First Contact Event. Intro to First Contact Global Teleclass. Join us for our upcoming 2 global teleclasses on Intro to First Contact, the first class of its kind that will allow you to walk with greater knowingness and confidence about topics and energy that has oftentimes been mislabeled and misunderstood with negative connotations. We are here to bring back the magic and light to all aspects of unification with our cosmic and galactic families, and offer all that we know and have experienced to you for your journey into the future potentials of first conscious contact.